Hi Pisces, welcome to your mid-August love reading. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. This is Cuspa Beauty Tarot. We're going to do your mid of the month love reading. I've shuffled a bunch off camera, but I'll shuffle some more just to get things stirred up here. Pisces, we're going to see what's up for you in love. I'm going to do a different kind of a spread this mid-month, which is a 5-card spread with an intersection between you and your person. And we'll see what it tells us. Let's go. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So your intersection card between you and your person is the 8 of Swords. Your recent past is the Ace of Cups. And your immediate future is the Star card. Nice. Your person's recent past is the 3 of Pentacles. Their intersecting card with you is the 8 of Swords. And their immediate future card is the 7 of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck for the undercurrent and undercurrent energy is the 10 of Wands. Pisces. So let's see what's up for you. We'll take some clarifiers and an oracle as well for this reading. So yeah, let's see. So there's definitely some tension or some angst around what's going on in this relationship right now for you. Actually, just reverse moving it in the wrong direction here. Sorry. Let's see. So let's see what's happening here. I'm just going to tune in better. The most recent energy for you is a really positive one, which is the Ace of Cups. So Pisces, in the most recent past, when this person, regarding you and this person, there has been some emotional connection. There's been certainly, at the very least, it's been a newer or very emotionally vibrant beginning or emotional to the core sort of connection with you and your person, Pisces. There's been overflowing of emotion, maybe. You know, sometimes when we do get the Ace of Cups, it can be positive emotion. Sometimes it could be a little bit of over emotion. By that I mean maybe you've been feeling just very emotional about this connection. Whatever that means for you, Pisces, and you'll know. In the current energy for you and this person, you have the 8 of Swords. The mutual intersecting energy for the two of you, Pisces, is that there could be some worry or some angst about the relationship or just about the current status of the relationship. Usually, though, what we know about the 8 of Swords is that it's a bit more mental than it is real. So, again, there could be an over-emotionality about something for you, Pisces. But in reality, it's causing anxiety for you, yet does it really hold as much truth to it as is needed? Is there really grounds to be as anxious about this in the relationship? I mean, that's the question. In your immediate future, you have the Star. You know, what I'm getting around the Star is often, you know, hope, healing, having faith in something, wish fulfillment around something. I'm also getting that in this case, there is still a dealing of the emotional side of this relationship for you. Balancing out of the emotions, you know, pouring some in this pool, pouring some in this pool. How to kind of deal with the emotionality of the relationship. But along with that, I think there is a sense of healing. Definitely a sense of healing and positivity, which is a really good sign, Pisces. Your person's recent past is the 3 of Pentacles. So this could be that the person that you're dealing with is someone that you've known from work, someone that you were on a project with, someone you were building something with. They had wanted, coming into this period of time, mid-August, to build something with you. Very practically, to see something come to bear with you in a practical sense. Not getting a three-party vibe. Not getting a three-party vibe on this. It's more a practical vibe of somebody wanting to build something with someone. It also could be that sometimes when you see the third person in the Three of Pentacles, that somebody was seeking advice about the relationship or willing to seek advice about the relationship. So your partner might have been going to a friend to talk to about this, might have even been seeing a counselor about it. Certainly there is a certain amount of anxiety, again, something you're wrestling with. Something you're wrestling with in the relationship with that Eight of Swords. Their immediate future, though, is the Seven of Wands. So they could be defending the relationship to other people who might be attacking them about it or having something to say about it, or they could be taking a defensive posture with you in the immediate future, Pisces. Your person could be just kind of a fiery energy that is standing up for something, saying no to something, maybe positioning themselves as pushing back on something that you're proposing to do with the relationship. I want to clarify just to kind of try to understand what the nature is of this angst between you and what the nature is of their pushing back. Like, what are they exactly pushing back on here? There is this undercurrent of overwhelm and burden that you guys are dealing with in the relationship. So something's burdensome, something that you're both a little bit anxious about. You're coming out on the other side with positivity and trying to figure out your emotions amidst all this. They're coming out a bit more on the defensive side, perhaps. So let's see what's going on. And you know what, Pisces, I mean, you're a watery energy, so being more intuitive and emotional is not like an unusual thing. Let's just kind of clarify, what is the nature of the Eight of Swords? What is the nature of the Eight of Swords for Pisces? Middle of the month, middle of August. What is the nature of the Eight of Swords here in 2 cards? So the nature of this angst or anxiety between the two of you is the Page of Swords and the Devil. So, you know, this could be that there's been some rumors, there's been some talk, there's been some kind of unthinking or insensitive communication that has been stirring up some negativity in the relationship. There could be a toxic nature of abuse in the relationships. You know, sometimes it's verbal, sometimes it can be different sorts of abusive sort of connection. When I see the Page of Swords, it could be that it's connoting some kind of a verbal sparring or verbal negativity in the relationship. Maybe you're coming out of that period with this person. Maybe there's been some fights. I mean, this Devil to me would say that there's definitely a bond with you and this person. Whenever there's a Devil, I mean, whether it's good, bad, or passionate, whatever it is, there's usually an inextricably tied bond with you and the other person. So that could be creating the angst, you know, the feeling of, I want to be in this relationship, but there's parts about it that I really wish were not. You will know if that's you, Pisces. And for some of you, it may just be that there's other people contributing behind the scenes to, you know, negativity, speaking negatively, gossiping. And again, maybe your person is defending your relationship and doing that to others. Or maybe you've had negative barbs in the relationship to the other person and they're defending themselves to you. Maybe there's a defensive posture that's coming out in the relationship. You will know, you know, which it is. So what is this, what is the healing for Pisces coming into the future? What is the possible hope or emotionality with the Star? 7 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So there's some confusion around a heartache, some illusion around a heartache or a disappointment in love. So yeah, I mean, I think actually that's kind of how I read this. I got to be honest. My intuitive read on this was more about the emotionality and mixing of emotions here and figuring it out. than just pure healing. But I do think there's a healing component too. There's been an illusion and a heartache associated with this relationship. And you're coming out of it with some healing properties, which is really good, Pisces. But you're figuring it out emotionally, coming out of it. And the Seven of Wands is about what for your person? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about what? Well, I got three. So the Ten of Swords, the Sun, and the Five of Cups. So with these three cards, there's definitely, somebody's carried it to the end of the road on feeling upset, like they've been done wrong, kind of taken for granted. They're at the end of that road, so they definitely see that there's a positive future on the upcoming of it, front end of it. They still are kind of going to have a healing process of their own. So, your partner has something that they're upset about. Your partner has something they're upset about here. And in the nature of it has to do with you or another person betraying them. The good news is they've come as far as they're going to go with it. There's an upside coming, sun's coming on that. Optimism, just like you with the star, they've got the sun. And just like you with the Three of Swords, your partner is still feeling some grief around what they've endured as well. So in a way, you're mirroring each other, like you've been through some tough times together or with somebody else maybe, and you're both coming out of that period, but into like a healing phase. You have some lingering healing to do, it looks like, both of you, but there's definitely a positivity coming around it. So that is interesting. You're still carrying the burden of whatever it is, whatever hurt is that you've experienced with each other or with maybe anybody on the outside. But, and right underneath that is the Nine of Cups. So, right underneath the burden is the Nine of Cups. So wishes are coming, more positivity and abundance is coming, but the need to get through the negative side of that or the burden side of that and coming through to the other side. Definitely very consistent reading, you and your person. I think there's something that you're going through together or mirroring in what you're dealing with in love this August, mid-August to the end of August 2018. I'm just looking at, what the romance angels have to say for you. Pisces, you and your person, mid to end of August 2018. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this would definitely say that despite some of the misgivings, some of the hardship and loss that the two of you are healing through, it would be important to express yourself. And again, there is a mutuality of communication on the table here. And probably the importance of connecting and expressing yourself. So that's your reading, Pisces. I hope you liked it. I would really appreciate if you would comment if anything resonated with you. If this did not resonate with you, please check out your other signs, your moon, rising, and Venus, or whatever alternate signs there are for you given what you're watching right now. And I wish you lots of luck with love this middle of August through the end of the month. And I hope to see you back for September. Thanks so much. Take care.